Politics is a dirty game. No main party, in fact, no political party that I know of in existence, has the right to the moral high ground. They're all at it. They're all corrupt, have their fingers in murky, dirty pies, and they're all up to no good, each and every one of them. And that is why I am politically homeless. No political party in Britain represents me and my views. And politics here in the UK is starting to resemble the politics in the United States. It's getting really, really dirty with mudslinging galore. It never used to be like that. I think up until the Tony Blair years, it was just a civilised blame game. It was nothing like what you're seeing on your screen right now. But still, the world is a-changing, I suppose. But this particular poster or meme, whatever it is, it was produced by the Labour Party, and it's got a lot going on it. It certainly is controversial, but there are bits with it I agree with and bits with it I don't. The bit I agree with is that nonces should get jailed. Now, I was a prison officer for 11 years. I worked with these creatures, and there's no curing them. They are literally in and out of the British criminal justice system. It's like a revolving door in prisons. The paedophiles come in, they do their time, they're released on licence and conditions. They always break those licence and conditions, and they're back inside. And then they do it again. I don't think I have ever heard of a reformed paedophile, have you? So I think those of us who are decent and want to protect children, we can all agree, nonces should be locked up. Now, the lie, and what I don't agree with in this photo, is the statement that Rishi Sunak doesn't think that adults convicted of sexually assaulting children should go to prison. Now, he has never expressed that opinion anywhere. I've looked for it, everyone else has looked for it. There is nowhere he has said that, and no politician worth their salt would dare say such a thing. It would be literally career suicide. So even though I'm not a fan of Rishi Sunak, and I don't like the party he represents, the so-called Conservative Party, so-called because none of them have shown any conservative qualities. But to smear someone like this is just disgusting. But like I said earlier, that's the way that politics is going in this country. It's turning into an American libel and slur match and dirty mudslinging. And now here comes the juicy bit. This poster, considering the party it comes from, it's completely hypocritical. Now it says here, under the Tories, 4,500 adults convicted of sexually assaulting children under 16 served no prison time. Labour will lock up dangerous child abusers. And just to be clear why I think this is hypocritical, all I have to say is one word, Rotherham. It was a local Labour council in Rotherham that turned a blind eye to the grooming gangs. Now you know what grooming gangs I am, of course, referring to. And because of the demographic of these grooming gangs, the local council and the police in Rotherham were too scared or unwilling to do anything about it for fear of being called racist. Again, there was a Labour-run area, a Labour council-run area. So they did jack shit when prolific child abuse was going on in their area, on their watch. And then there was Labour Prime Minister Gordon Brown. Now, Gordon Brown was documented as telling the police not to get involved with the Rotherham grooming gang scandal. And this was a huge chance to get a large swathe of the British public on their side, but they did nothing. They did nothing because they wanted to pander to a certain demographic. But it's also interesting to note that since 2010, when Keir Starmer sat on the Sentencing Council that decided the punishments, 4,500 adults convicted of sexually assaulting children served no prison time. So it's left-wing lawyers like Starmer that's to blame, not the Tories. And also remember that Labour under Keir Starmer have petitioned to stop flights deporting criminals back to Jamaica. Some of them even went on to commit crimes including rape and murder. So when Labour under Keir Starmer pushes out stuff like this, it must be held accountable. It must be called out for its hypocrisy. And if there's a political party in Britain that's not on the side of abused children, it's definitely Labour. Because Labour doesn't like to lock up nonces. And there we go. That's what I think. That's my video. Please let me know what you think in the comments, and until the next time, look after yourselves and Roger Trout.